The Championship Elite Start System offers multiple ways to configure the starter for your facility and provides unique tools for training. This video will cover the settings and options available through the Elite Starter menu. Standard operation, connections, and the VSS system are covered in separate videos. To access the options menu, power on the starter and wait for the boot up cycle to complete. Then press the Enter button on the control panel. The settings are broken down into 4 sections: Start Settings, Training Mode, which will be covered in depth in a separate video, Audio Settings, and System Advanced Settings. Use the up and down arrow keys on the control panel to navigate the settings menu, and press Enter to select a settings group. Use the left and right arrow keys to toggle through settable options. To exit a menu, press the back button. In the Start Settings section, you can adjust the start volume between low, medium, or high. This option is also available on the main screen. Set the integrated strobe intensity between 0, which turns the strobe off for office use, up to the highest intensity of 8. You can also set the start and recall tones between the standard CTS tone or an alternate start and recall tone. When the start tone is highlighted, using the arrow keys to toggle between the CTS beep and the alternate beep will automatically set the recall tone to the same setting as the start tone. To set the recall tone to a different tone profile than the start tone, highlight it and use the left or right arrow key to change the tone. Recall time sets the amount of time after a start that the recall period is active. This can be set between 5 and 30 seconds in increments of 5 seconds. In audio settings, the lane speaker and internal speaker volumes can be set the same as is available on the main screen. The tone of the microphone can be adjusted with the wired mic setting. Adjust the audio to add more bass by adjusting the slider toward the B, or adjust it toward the T to add more treble. This enables you to fine-tune the microphone audio so that it can be adjusted for different voices to better cut through ambient noise. The System Advanced Options menu is where the firmware version and serial number of the unit can be found, as well as where not often used system settings are adjusted. Auto Off sets how long the Elite Starter will sit idle before turning off. This can be set between 15 and 90 minutes in increments of 15 minutes. If the starter does not receive any inputs within the time set, the system will automatically shut down to conserve battery. The screen backlight can be set to off, low, medium, or high. The backlight can also be set to automatically turn off after a set interval. This can be set as always on, or set to automatically go off after 2, 5, 10, or 30 seconds without a keypad input. Highlight Advanced Options and press Enter to access the Advanced Settings menu. Here you can set the internal strobe intensity separate from external visual indicators from 0, which is off, to the highest intensity of 8, or set it to sync so that the internal strobe is set to the same intensity as the external visual indicators. The option to configure EVIs becomes available in the Start Settings menu when EVIs are connected to the Elite Starter. Options for configuring EVIs are covered in the video for the VSS system. You can also toggle between having the starter set to perform a normally open start signal, which is the standard setting for all CTS equipment, or normally closed, which is required when operating the Elite Starter with certain other manufacturers' timers. This option should only be changed when required. If the start polarity is set incorrectly, it alters the timing of a race. When set to normally closed, a warning will occur and the timer section in the main screen will be black. If using with equipment other than CTS equipment, consult your product's user manual to determine if it is compatible with CTS equipment. To adjust the contrast of the LCD screen, highlight Contrast and use the right or left arrow keys to adjust the contrast up or down between 0 and 60. The contrast is set to its optimum viewing clarity at the factory and should only be adjusted based on specific facility and user requirements. To reset all settings to factory default, highlight the Restore Defaults option and press Enter. You'll be asked to confirm the choice. If you would like to proceed with returning the system to the default settings, press Enter, or press the back button to abandon the reset. For more information about the Championship Elite Start System, see our website or other videos.